Hello to the universe, this is the Whovian and welcome back to my video. And in today's video we're going to be once again playing Minecraft communities as we so often are on this channel. And in today's video we're going to be building something brand new as we so often are, and we're going to be building just behind the sheep thing. And before, when we got to this point in the building stage, I was like, oh yeah, we're going to be building just over there, but you just can't about see it because the render distance is too short. But oh my gosh, look at this render distance. Like, I know it's been a couple episodes now, but the last couple episodes has been a bit dramatic looking at you, giant spaceship. But like, I mean, like, this isn't even as far as my computer can go. Like, I don't know what the thing is, because I know some games kind of set like the render distance and stuff to be your like what's it called? Be like your what your computer can do. I think mine can go to 128 chunks. But it looked a bit stupid, to be honest, like especially when you got up high. Whereas I think this is just about right between being still really good and being practical, I guess. Otherwise, when I loaded up the world, it took a bit too long to load and stuff. So I think we're at about like 52, which is like half of what it can do, and the render distance is already ridiculous. But anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. And good morning, doggos. How are you all doing today? I hope you are all doing very well indeed. Time to give you your food loyalty. Time to give you your food Gracie. I know, yeah, of course, the amount of food in each chest is a little bit mucked up right now because I did have to steal some from loyalty. Like, I have to do a complete restock anyway soon because they are running very low. But yeah, I had to steal a little bit from loyalty in the last episode, just because I had literally nothing. Like, if you don't know what happened, then I'm not going to spoil it, but I recommend going to watch it. And good morning, Pando. How are you doing today? He looks like he's having a lovely day, doing what he pretty much always does, to be honest, just flipping around inside his thing. And yeah, let's go and head over to where we're building. Actually, first, I want to head up to the clock tower and have a good look around at like just the land as a whole. And I thought that was just a glitch skin there. I forgot like the T-Rex up there. So if you haven't watched the last couple of videos, like I said, you might want to. So the giant spaceship thing, like he's here to stay for a little while. Like I spoke to him yesterday, and he said he's going to be here for a little while until he can get an appointment sorted out with the intergalactic AA service. So that doesn't seem like it's going to be happening anytime soon, which is a little bit annoying, I'm not going to lie. And obviously, until he leaves, we're going to have all these weird animals going all around the place. And the animals aren't that bad. The animals are kind of cute, I reckon. And like, the animals are just nice and friendly and just go around the place. The issue is that it's also made a bunch of small people spawn. And I don't know whether the small people are going to try and attack me or not. But I mean, just look at this render distance. Like, before, you could stand inside the big arena thing and barely be able to see the other side of it. We can see Rosie's community from here. Like that giant toilet thing over there. Like, this is just great. And like, imagine this at 128 chunks. The annoying thing is like looking around, like it makes it look so small. Like, I've been doing this series for like 3 years now, and it just makes it look so insignificant, which is kind of sad, I guess. Well, not sad. Sad's the wrong word to use, but like kind of like, yeah, I guess sad is the best word I can think of. But like, just look at how small it all looks. Like, considering back in the day, the edge of the map was just behind that mountain. It's just ridiculous to think about, to be honest. Like, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. However, the real reason why I came up here, rather than to admire the view, although the view is very nice, was going to be to jump down and land in that slime thing just down here and go and say hello to the llama on top of Wizard Industries. And that's another thing. I reckon they've increased the render distance for animals, because I definitely couldn't be able to see him before. Yeah, I can now, and that's all that really matters. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. But let's go and try and sort out this then. So we had to start from here, I think. Then we had to run down here and jump at the last moment. And there we go. Perfectly done. And I didn't take a single heart of damage. And I guess the best way to jump down is just to go like this, to be honest. You take a little bit of damage at the end there. I should probably get a different way to do it. But I still stand by. I think that might be the most fun thing in the community world. And yeah, there's some T-Rexes. There are some T-Rexes. But luckily, we're not going to be building anywhere near there. Or anywhere near this weird place here. Or anywhere near the bookworm. Or anywhere near any of here. Actually, I guess we're kind of close to it there. But that was a nice rhyme, so I'm going to stick by it anyway. We are going to be building right over here. And we're going to be building right next to the fox's place. And there seem to be camels in there. Yeah, I don't know. But so we're going to be building an aquarium. And you might be thinking, why would you be building an aquarium? You've got lots and lots of ocean and you don't need to go and see fish anywhere else. And you'd be right. But I've also, like, I really like, know those things where, like, you go to, it's normally inside an aquarium, where, like, there's a tunnel. And, like, the tunnel is underneath the water and you can look above you and see all the fish swimming about. That's what I want to do. That's what this is going to be. And by the way, if you're interested in the dimensions for this, it's just 7 by 7 all along. Like, actually, no, it's not. So this is 7. This length is 7. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But then if you look at it like this, then it looks like it's going 7 back. If you get what I mean. It's kind of complicated, but I've figured out my own way of remembering it. So, yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know for it. And it's also going to be 7 blocks tall, which is pretty fancy. And I'm sorry, not canvas. That's not at all. That's not even an animal. Camel, that's it. Not where did I get canvas from? I have no idea where I got canvas from. But yeah, this is just a little simple circle over here. I guess more like a diamond type thing, but it's not pointy. So I don't know what shape this is. But it's not really a circle, at least I don't think it is. And I think the first thing that we're going to do is we're actually going to go and grab this light blue. And we're gonna add the doorway, because the doorway is going to be just here, and it's going to be like this. And it's going to be like, that's not it. It's going to be like this here and this there. And then if I go and break away this, but then I'm going to have to get some more of these. And by the way, if you haven't noticed, we are using the tools that the doc gave us in the last episode, which is very nice of him. Like, I'm still kind of sad that he's gone, but you know, like, I get it. Like, he's got to face the consequences of what he's done. It's just a little bit sad that he had to go away like that. But if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be standing here right now. We'd probably be dead somewhere. And oh my gosh, is that a meerkat? Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Is that a baby cow? Is that like a baby cow but it's black and white? Oh my gosh, all these animals, right, are so cute. That's not a baby cow. That's a goat. It's still kind of cute though. Oh, that bird is just... Oh, okay. Maybe I don't want Commander Joe to go. Commander Joe is a nice guy on his own. That's the name of the alien that lives in the spaceship, by the way. But as soon as he goes and we lose all these wonderful animals... Mid-leader also means we lose a T-Rex, which I am glad about, I guess, because I'm not the biggest fan of T-Rexes, I'm not going to lie. They do seem a little bit bad, I guess. They make a loud noise and they eat you, which I'd rather either of them not happen, to be honest. But hang on, let me just check how tall this is. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then 4 there. So then this is going to be 5, 6, 7. Okay, there we go. And yeah, they've increased, and I don't know whether it's just because we're on mouse and keyboard now, but like, look at this. I can place so much further. Like, before I couldn't have placed this far. Like, I can't place that far, but before I could have sworn it was a 2-block thing. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe like I'm completely wrong and I'm just making all that up and it was 3. But I remember having to do it 2 at a time before, and this is just kind of nice not having to do that. To be completely honest with you, yeah, it's just good convenience, to be honest. But doing it 3 at a time is much quicker than doing it 2 at a time. And I've also got all this experience levels, which is really good, but also kind of bad because I've already got fully enchanted tools with really good enchantments on them. Well, like, I don't know what the enchantments are off the top of my head. Let me just have a look. Yeah, sharpness 5, looting 2, fire aspect 1, unbreaking 1, knockback 1, flame, power, and mending. Yeah, like, they're not all at, like, level 5 or whatever, but that's just unrealistic, to be fair. Like, obviously, we had that that sword, the Omega Sword or something, I think I called it. And it was, like, really cool and fancy, and it could, like, one-hit certain mobs because it had, like, custom enchantments or something. It was a whole ordeal. And it was like, it took me ages to get. But at the same time, I'm glad that I just have a normal sword now that doesn't, like, overpower it. Because it wasn't boring, but, like, it wasn't necessary, I think, is the correct term for it. Obviously, we used it to kill the Ender Dragon, but then it got into a whole thing. And then it got blown up when Wizard Industries got blown up. But then we, like, reverted the world, and like, I don't really understand what happened with it, but either way, I think it's gone now because I have no idea where it is. And if I had an idea where it was, then I wouldn't think it was gone. So I guess those things kind of go hand in hand. And we've run out of blue concrete, never mind. Yeah, that's just a little bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie. We do have enough to hopefully at least finish all this off, just because it's not that big of a building, to be honest. It's quite small, but it does everything that it needs to do. And I've just noticed that I've missed this block in here. I guess what we could do is actually build the tunnel. I guess that's something that we could do. If we go like this, like here, and then this needs to be 3 blocks on the inside of it. So that'll be here, then 3 blocks wide there. And then the tunnel is just going to go along like this. And there is going to be another door on the outside, on this side to get out. It's just, I saw this spot and I measured it all up and it just fit perfectly. And I was like, I can't like not take this opportunity to have a building that just fits this perfectly. Because normally that doesn't happen. Normally I spend ages trying to do all that, like find a good place for it. And end up having to build new pathways and stuff. But this time, it all just worked out rather nicely, I think, at least. And I was like, I just can't turn that down, that opportunity down, which is kind of cool. And I like the fact that we're still building in the same area, just because I've realized before I was going a bit all over the place, and sometimes it was just a bit unnecessary. Do I have something with Silk Touch? I do have something with Silk Touch. It's a shovel. But that should still make the glass survive. Yeah, the glass still survives with it. It's just nicer than wasting all the glass, to be honest. Like, it doesn't really make a difference, but it's just a little bit nicer, to be honest. And I think I think actually those should have stayed there because I want this to be 3 blocks tall from the inside. Just because otherwise it's kind of cramped, and I don't want it to be cramped in there because the whole point of it is it's supposed to be like you're walking into the ocean or whatever, and it won't look like that because that's not a thing that this is. And you can't really trick people like that in Minecraft. But like, I guess we could have done it underneath the actual ocean, and that would have looked kind of cool. And I did think for a second that we were just going to completely run out of blue stained glass, light blue stained glass, but I'm glad we didn't, because if we did, then I wouldn't be able to do it. And like, I want to give plenty of space above this so then the animals can like swim over, because when I built this in the sketchbook world to plan this all out, the animals didn't have enough space, and it was kind of bad. So I made it a lot taller, so then the animals can actually swim over the top of the tunnel without it being a big issue. Because before, this tunnel was 1 block taller, and the actual thing was 2 blocks shorter, so it was like at the same thing. So they were essentially just trapped in either side, and I felt kind of bad about it, and I didn't want to keep them like that. So I decided that it would be a good idea to just like make it slightly taller. And I'm gonna jump back up here now. Yeah, I've got plenty of dark blue concrete with me, so that isn't going to be an issue. I might actually make it 1 block taller than 7, I'm not going to lie. How many blocks is that above there? That's 1, 2, 3. I think maybe we could go to 8. I'm not going to lie. I think maybe we could go to 8. I'm just going to finish off this going up to 7. And then we can add 1 block more if we need to. I'll just see how it looks, to be honest. But there's going to be like, the top's going to remain open. And there's going to be like a platform around the outside. That's going to have like rails on it. So then you can come up here and you can actually see the animals from above instead of from below. Which, I don't know, I just thought was kind of a cool thing of it. So I thought that would be kind of a cool thing to do. And there you go there. And then just 1 block further, I think. And then we'll start adding the platform thing in, which is actually going to go over the path, I think. Which wasn't the original intention. But I think it's just worked out that way, to be honest. And that's fine by me. It shouldn't really matter too much, to be honest. The only issue is that there's a very big chance that you might fall off here. You won't fall in, so all the animals won't be able to eat you. I don't really know what animals I'm going to be putting in here, because obviously there are all these new animals, but I don't just want to rely on them, because once Commander Joe goes, then all those will go as well, and then we'll just like have an empty aquarium, which wouldn't be very nice, to be honest. But hey ho, there we go. I think we're just going to go for fairly bog standard animals in this one, but maybe in the future we can do something slightly fancy with it. And so the thing as a total will be 3 blocks. So it's just adding 2 blocks on from each side. So if I go like that, like if you see what I mean, so each thing is 3 blocks away from the middle, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. It makes sense in my head, but once again, like the thing with these builds are, and it's the same with everything with me, like I do it with everything, is that like I can come up with ideas, but I have no idea how to tell people about them. Like I can write them down and it will make sense to me, but no one else will understand what it means. And like that is definitely something that I happen to do with communities quite a lot. Obviously, like the thing with this is that like I end up building it so differently to the original idea, so like I kind of end up changing it a bit. So by the end I'm not explaining the original idea anymore, which makes it even harder. But like it's just a bit of an ordeal sometimes. But like once it's built, like I think everything's pretty clear what it is. Obviously there are some things that were built by like the parallel universe version of Will, like the one from this parallel universe, but not me, if you know what I mean. Like there's a lot of complicated things going on with the community world, I'm not gonna lie. But like stuff like that, I have no idea what parallel universe was thinking with that. Stuff like the lighthouse was the thing that I built, which I still stand by. Like it looks a bit weird, but I like the idea of having the lighthouse on the boat, to be honest. I think that's an interesting idea that I haven't really seen before. But I do think that's pretty much it for that. And I'm not gonna lie, I think that's pretty much everything I can do with this video. I think like the next thing is just going to be doing the floor and adding like a dirt layer here and adding all the water. So I think for now I'm gonna say thank you all very much for watching. The next video, that's not how my outro goes. Thank you all very much for watching. The next video will be online very soon, and the link will be in the description once it is online. And for now, I think that's it. So goodbye.